Hello, hello, hi, Twitch and YouTube. I'm the Hive King, and welcome to Dear Esther. Esther, however you say it. My brother was saying I sound like I'm lisping when I say the name, probably because I was saying it incorrectly. I don't want to go into that. 60 Money says, hey, 60. So, the streaming it works differently now that the Xbox got updated, and one of the big updates is I can no longer see the chat while I am streaming, but I think I can open it and see it. I just opened it and I see nothing, even though I see it in my other thing. Pina says, hey, John. Hi there, Pina. So, yeah, I have my iPod next to me in a very awkward position where I can kind of glance over to read the text, which is going to be very hard to do while playing the game, but I'm going to do it anyway. 60 says, your mic is. And it censored out his word. So, yeesh, 60. Watch your language. Okay, so press A to start. Oh, wow, the music is. Oh, this isn't music, that's music. This is loud audio. I should lower my headphones. I'm going to be streaming. Probably already going to be streaming. Okay, so this game is supposed to be driven entirely by story. So, a lot of the. Shut up, 60. A lot of this is going to. I don't know, just guess. Walking
Dear
around and
Esther,
listening. Oh,
the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
stop eating rocks. The water's always up to your knees. Get out of the water. Okay. There, both problems solved. Nice music. Is that my canoe boat thing? What? What's with the... Oh, that's the wind. I can't jump. So, me heading into very precarious lower ledges is probably not a good idea. Hello, is anybody in this completely destroyed home? Is somebody hiding behind the boards of wood? Oh, if I hold B, I zoom in with my eyeballs. Apparently I could do that. I just like, hey, clouds, I see you better. Oh, the lighthouse. Yeah. Zooming in eyeballs. Oh, cool, I have a flashlight. That is coming out of my hip. Can I shut the door with my face? No, I can't. Nondescript cans. What does that say? Food and goods convention. Wolver 1912. Okay, that's bad. That's think is completely filthy. Those books are covered in mold. The map helps me. Why am I zooming in? Completely pointless. Lamp! Hey, can I take that lamp? I think it'll work a lot better than my extremely focused flashlight light. Can't open that. Oh, X does the same thing. So B and X are zoom in. Those A. All these buttons do are zoom in? The audio went out of my. The audio went out of my headphones for a second. I think. Oh, this looks like a puzzle. H. Oh, wait. This is a chemical combination thing for. Okay. So I have no idea what oxygen and hydrogen and carbon have to connect to make this one says hi or something. Okay, it's some chemical thing. I don't know why I have to shut up, wind. I can't even hear myself blither. Oh, am I in the lighthouse? Oh, I'm in the lighthouse. Wait a minute. Okay. So logically speaking, if these stairs descend in a spiral. That means if it kept going downwards, it would stop right into down here. I'm assuming that's dirty kid by a dirty car. Yeah, so this would just kind of crash into the wall or something. Maybe that's why all the stairs are broken. People are tired of it. So there's no sprinting. It's just walking, and every single button zooms in. Everyone. I'm not kidding. The triggers, the bumpers. Why is there a radiator in the bathroom? Those don't exist. Yes, they do. A very filthy toilet. That is either rust or cacafa. Tell me that's rust. It's a lot more acceptable. And, oh, look. Boards. Okay, so this was entirely pointless. Walking in there. There was no reason for it. Okay, so that boat is useless. More cans and a bucket. Hello? Is there somebody here spilling very neon colored... There's brightly colored paint all over the floor. How would I say that? Not neon colored. Neon paint. That's how you say it. Anyone spilling neon paint on the floor? What are in these cans? Why is every single label turned away from... Oh, never mind. Luminous paint premium. Okay, so somebody was very bent on making their floors or walls or something shiny. They never got to it. Paint's probably going to be important. Oh, cool. If I enter, I can just make my flashlight flicker. Ha ha ha. Okay. Up or not up? Not up. Give me some audio. I know you're hiding points of the story. Let me guess, my character's dead and has been dead for a long time, and his soul is just awakened to walk around by the shore, missing Esther. Shut up, wind! You're loud and irritating. Okay, so I walk very slowly. It's going to be very unpleasant if I have to walk all the way back there, climb up. I'm gonna climb a rock. I can't climb a rock. Climb these rocks? Yeah, sort of. Wait, and what is that? Litter. Oh, identical litter. That's even worse than the first kind of litter. Trying to catch lobsters. A lot of lobster. Catching. Dixie asked me if I've got gold. Yeah, I was able to get, technically
There was much talk of a wind farm out here, away from the rage and the intolerance of the masses. The sea, they said, is too rough for the turbines to stand. They clearly never came here to experience the becalming for themselves. Personally, I would have supported it. Turbines would be a fitting contemporary refuge for a hermit. The revolution and the permanence.
Apparently this was about a time of a revolution and stuff. Yeah, I have gold right now because my sister got a trial, so it's working for me. That's the only reason why I could stream and So this looks like a map of some sort. I don't know what you'd be mapping out. Maybe it's just a very oddly bent lobster claw. I have no idea. Can I take a swim? A little dip in the water. Oh, I love it how the shore just completely disappeared. And rather, it just goes to a sudden plummet all around. What was that? Oh, that was just the... That was just the waves. Oh, you wind. Yeah. Why didn't they build turbines here? There's so much annoying wind it could go provide energy for my house for 1,000,000 years.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves. My forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
I'm just kind of fixated on the fact that there's a car door and a giant drop. It just seems kind of weird. That it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I have to walk all the way back there, and now I'm stuck in the rocks. Ugh. There has to be something else. Something a little less... Can I head up? No, I can't. Okay, so apparently I'm a featureless freak walking around on a beach comparing myself to all the dirty stuff around. Either I'm Slender Man or I'm just very self-conscious. Where's that nice violin? Stupid rock. I don't know why I insulted that rock. It didn't do anything. Oh yeah, that's right. Once I was gaming and I was playing Halo with Trey, one of my friends. I haven't spoken to him in... But anyway, he saw a rock and he named it Puny Pebble Pip, which is not at all a reference to Markiplier. Yeah, I can just pretend all these giant rocks are puny pebbles. Oh, stairs! Wait a minute. If the wind is blowing from this direction that way, why are you swaying that way? Broken grass. And stop phasing into the rocks. What? Dirt. Stay away from me, dirt. Zoom in. What is the point of the zoom in? Okay, this is giving me a headache. Oh, look, the dirty lighthouse. Doop. It's slightly closer now. But it's not. So I'm assuming that direction was the up path I said I would not take. Dear Esther, I'm stuck on a dirty place. Please save me.
A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach. All the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting.
To me, it just kind of looks like a really gray and bleak with the sun casting some light. I don't know what moon you're looking at. Oh, that's electricity! Give me some of that. Maybe I'll get cell service. Music. Oh, that's a cool looking
When
rock.
someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Okay, so apparently I'm sick. And now... okay, so apparently when people die, they scratch up a rock. Either only 2 people died and they made 2 humongous grooves in the side of that poor rock. Decided to scalp. Or a lot of people died, so there were a bunch of many... How low can you go? Scraping over somebody else's memorial scrape? If I fall, will I die? I don't want to risk it, mainly because I don't want to have to walk all the way back up. Random barbed wire. Oh, look at that barbed wire. It's so well looking. I don't know. Hey there, buddy. It's, I'm pretty sure I named a Pip! Nice to see you again. Pip!
I quote
You're not
directly.
Pip.
A motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to me the most godforsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Something about people on an island. Okay, so there are people on an island who scrape up rocks, and I don't want to be found. Wait. Am I writing these letters to her while I am trapped here among islandness? Because if I am, why?
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage.
Paul or Pole?
Ride Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton.
Apparently Paul.
We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Man, I'm emo. That's the only thing I'm gathering from this. I'm just a very emo person. I'm a highly emo.
This hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why? Asked the farmers. Why? Asked Jacobson. Why bother with your visions at all? If you're
Why
just
is
to throw
someone
your
painting
arms up at the
Cthulhu on
cliff
the
and
wall?
let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted.
Got some nerve cell things. Am I supposed to remember these strange chemical combinations that I really don't want to have to write down? And okay, that blue paint. Where is this red coming from and yellow? Maybe just rubbing rust on the wall. That makes sense. Is that a trait? No, that's more nerve cell stuff. I just a crazy dude that was saying, "Oh, all my brain cells are scattered along the cave wall." Get out of my way! Yeah, there. Why would I turn off my flashlight when I'm not? It's still dark in this. Oh, birdie! Come back! Send all my messages to Esther. You will be my pigeon. What do they call it? Carrier pigeon? Messenger pigeon. That was it. Just. Now what? I just looped. This way. There's not enough music. Oh, there we go. However that music goes. Play it again. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hey, Pip. Pip, put some pants on. Walking in the street. Dodging rocks as I go in this uphill creek. Riding on nothing but my own 2 feet.
The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish. The sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds.
I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer. That we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.
Wow, I am emo. Okay, first of all, me. Look, these plants are fine. Maybe a little 2D, but they're fine. They're healthy. The stream, look, this water's pretty darn clear. And don't tell me the sky's too thin for birds. We just saw a bird. Me just saw a bird. I'm the only person here. Maybe I'm just very bent on being sad. I feel like I'm one of those people who would walk through the sunniest day at the happiest hour in the happiest place of the world, and I'll be like, the world is dark and everyone hates me. While everybody's just handing me free money and asking me to come to the... Everyone doesn't like me. Yeah, but I'm just a little boy, man. Likes writing notes to some... Oh, look, a book! Can I read it? Chemistry. Oh, that explains why all those chemical symbols are all along the walls. Okay, so I can head this way or this way. This way looks more like a marked path, so I'm gonna head this way or that way, but I don't care to go there. Oh, 60 says, maybe I'm the girl who came looking for him. That wouldn't actually make sense. Maybe I'm finding his notes, and maybe he's just painted everything. That would explain why everything is inaccurate to what I'm trying to describe, or what he's trying to describe. Because the world does look kind of nice-ish. I mean, here it looks kind of cold and gray, and like a place where a wolf could jump out and start eating me, and open a drop that I won't be able to get up from. Oh, I'm heading into a new area. Got an achievement. Donnelly.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome break services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
For whatever reason, I think it would be highly amusing if all that stuff he just said, with all those technical definitions and jargon, was all relating to him trying to find something in his somewhere by Stanford, he says, referring to the milk. Around the bay, he says, referring to the gallon of water. I cannot find the location in my rear-view mirror. I don't know, maybe he just left them. How life would be if we have one. So there's a dirty cargo ship thrown against the rocks. Piano music. I see you there. Oh, is that the buoy? Oh! I'm coming for you, electricity. I'm gonna charge my phone at you. Call Esther and tell her I was writing a bunch of random notes. You know what? Whee! That was really boring. I hear the clanking of chains. What? Ah!
All night the boy has kept me lucid. I sat when I was at the very edge of despair, when I thought I would never unlock the secret of the island. I sat at the edge and I watched the idiot boy blink through the night. He's mute and he's retarded, and he has no thought in his metal head but to blink each wave and each minute aside until the morning comes and renders him blind as well as deaf mute. In many ways, we have much in common.
And neither did he eat nor drink. Okay, please. Do not graffiti my ship. I don't know what hoodlum came out with his shiny blue, luminous paint in the middle of the night and went and painted my beautiful ship with that horrendous poetry I assume he thinks it is. Look. at my lovely paint job they destroyed. Look how much time I spent getting those brown vertical streaks to look so brown and vertical like the crates that I filled with my many sandwiches and pens, which I was shipping to London for my pension. Yeah. Who did this? I told Donnie to park the ship in the harbor. This is not the harbor, this is the bay. Oh. When I get my hands on him, I'm gonna hang him from that thing. Or I'll hide him in here. Oh, look, more paint cans. I don't think 2 would be enough to paint those giant words on the side of my cargo ship, but there were a ton before. What are you, buoy? Oh, is that the thing you were talking about? The blinking? The blinking boy? The blinking boy. Wait, boy? Buoy! Did he say boy? And he meant buoy. Either I'm stupid and don't know how to pronounce things, or I'm actually deaf in real life and don't know how to hear things. 60, the reason why I'm not joining your party...
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and
The
made
heck,
their
man?
escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Okay, what? Hold on. If I heard that correctly, this island is your kidney stone. I heard that incorrectly, I'm sure. Anyway, 60, the reason why I'm not joining your party is because I don't join parties while I'm on stream, because I can't have certain distractions like that. The focus is the game. Anyway, yeah, so I'm on a giant kidney stone. Is Puny Pebble Pip my kidney stone? Is that why he is so close to me? Because I have birthed
What
him?
charnel house lies at the foot of this abyss? How many dead shepherds could fill this hole?
I see water. Did I jump? Did I jump? Nah, or not. Not now, anyway. Just looks very unable to get out of it, and will load the next zone of the game mission. Oh, does this get fenced off? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so there's a house in the distance and a hole in the distance. House or hole? H or H? Let me scratch my stomach as I think. Hey there, kidneys down there. Make fortune-telling stones, of which, after they pass, I can read them and tell which way I should go for maximum fortune and joy. If so, please refrain from doing that, because I really don't want to pass
on the
any.
windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors.
This.
My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
Okay. The windless. Did he call this place windless? Windless. The flying debris and waving plants. They're all just dancing to the piano music. Nope. Nope. I'm not examining surgical tools that have clearly been used very recently by the color of the blood. Nope. I don't care. I don't care what happened in there. If you're talking about kidney stones and then you're going to show me surgical tools, I don't want to know what was happening. I just don't. I'm sorry. That might have sounded rude. That might have been a little offensive to some. I don't care. I don't want to know. I'm just going to walk. It might. For this log. Come on, just lift your leg up 1 foot more than you otherwise have the entire... Oh, it's a maze. Oh, you've got to be... Oh, it's not a maze. It's just very awkwardly placed logs that prevent
the
my...
bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s.
How do you know
By
that?
then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it.
Why you don't
No one
malcontent
to
your
carve
goats?
white lines into the cliff for him either.
Sure, his goat could have, with the baggy goat horns. You know, he was probably the guy who made the goat that's in Goat Simulator. Made the goat. Yeah, he gave birth to a goat. You know what I meant? Oh, hey there! What is with all those triangles? Yeah. So I have a theory. The way Goat Simulator began is this guy's goat that he didn't treat well and didn't care for so well. It bit him and killed him, and then it went on to become the goat god of whatever the Goat Simulator. I'm pretty sure there's a more technical word they had instead of words, but hey, paint can, another squid. Is it upside down? Or upside down squids painted on the wall. Squid trying to do a handstand. Hello?
When the oil lamps ran out, I didn't pick up a torch, but used the moonlight to read by. When I've pulled the last shreds of sense from it, I will throw Donnelly's book from the cliffs and perhaps myself with it.
I'm holding
Maybe
a
it will
torch.
wash back up through the caves and erupt from the spring when the rain comes, making its return to the hermit's cave. Perhaps it will be back on the table when I wake. I think I may have thrown it into the sea several
Bird!
times before.
Too thin for the birds, windless sky thingy. The fossilized plants. Everything this guy says is either a lie or stupid. Okay, so he said something about throwing himself from the cliffs. You mean that's no? Whoa, 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 no.
He left his body to the medical school and was duly opened out for a crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate. But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones.
Oh, stop.
He's likely to have spent the
talking
last years of
about
his life in
stones.
considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit.
Why? Why are you so fixated on kidney stones? Why? Now, apparently I can die in this game, and I got an achievement from falling off the cliff, so I think I'm going to go and jump into that hole and see what happens. Okay, so we've got Kidney Stoneland, where I'm assuming every single rock... I'm just going to stop right there, you know. Why did they have to say that? I thought this was supposed to be a game of beauty and a well-driven story, not medical... Ugh. And paint. So much paint. Oh, come on. Let me get around the stupid log thing. Logs are not... Oh, wait. Is that a log or is that... No. Okay, look. Logs don't grow like this. I'm afraid to inform the creators of the game. Yeah, logs aren't... Maybe these are walls, but they just look very... Maybe those are supposed to be little bricks in them. Then they just look very, how you say... Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. So apparently I get achievements from dying, or at least I did from that one thing. So anything that looks remotely questionable or lethal, I'm going to take full advantage of. Oh, I see. This is all a metaphor for kidney stones. See, this is the kidney... hole, of which I will jump into. I am your stone!
Come back.
What? No, don't whisper. No achievement? I fell into the hole. Fine. I'll just trudge all the way back up this cliff. Is there anyone out there in this poorly described world? It's not poorly described, the narrator is just highly inaccurate. This highly inaccurate world? Not a word. Hey, Pip. There were actually like 5 of them. Pip, Pep, Hawk, Penelope, and... Pep, Pop, Penelope, Patricia. There were 5 of them. Pip, Pep, Pop, or Pock. I think it was Pop. Pop, Penelope, Patricia. Yeah, so there was a whole Pebble family that Trey had advanced. I think I said Patricia. Pip, Pep, Pop, and Penelope. Hey, I'm walking along a very steep wall. Oh, look at these pro ninja elite parkour skills. I trained Batman and Spider-Man with my eyes closed and stayed shut. Stood on my forefinger. Yeah. Back to the dirty old house. What? Hey there, grass. Pep! Don't even elevate me the slightest, stupid. Okay, back to malnourished goat land. Balls of barbed wire. Ruled by goat people. But they know how to make and use barbed wire. Okay, way up that cliff, so... Hello? Hello? Anyone down there? No one. Is that the place that... No, this is way too deep for me. So apparently I can't be a cool person... Oh. This looks very dead. I can't be a parkour master and slide down all the way to the bottom of the cliff. Like a boss. I have to slowly walk through the very windy loudness of this... Get all the way down there. And just, I don't know, look back up. Or something. Jumping down from here would probably lead to... And this path is getting very, very... I don't think I want to cross this. My way, stupid rocks. Can't make me trip. Down now? Probably not. Quite yet. Yeah, this game was like $10. So far, I'm still waiting to see how it's worth it. Looks nice, but it kind of stares. Oh, music.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley.
A hat!
Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft. But I cannot corroborate this story.
Okay, so there's a ring and a hat. Hello? Is there anyone there? Oh, that's terrifying. Okay. Okay, walking. Okay. I don't know how many of you people know this, but the wide ocean kind of freaks me out. And just walking into that and seeing everything go black just terrified me. Okay, but maybe I should proceed. Maybe there's a special... Okay, oh, okay. Not so bad. It's just dark. Really dark. Mad at me, I'm gonna...
Come back.
Stop that! Don't tell... Okay, apparently you die if you walk into the ocean for no apparent reason. Oh, but I got an achievement. Okay, sorry, I got an achievement from drowning. Why do you reward my ways of death? Okay, that was oh, that was scary. It was painfully scary. Oh man, nobody told me this was oceanophobia game. I don't know how you say it. I can look out at the water and be fine. I can play games with big oceans and when it goes dark like that, or when there's a giant sea creature coming after me, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes if I'm not used to it, it can be very scary. Very, very, very scary. So I'm going by the rib cage of a boat now. Pretty much it. Whoa! Dodge! Did you see that? Whoa! I just dodged both of those things. They could have slit my neck and stuff. Okay, so there's a big thing that looks like it
Climbing
has...
down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken.
Oh, joy.
It is clearly infected.
Oh!
The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
You need to call me a scared little bean. Excuse me, but that was freaky, okay? And yeah, this guy, he falls, he breaks his leg, and what? Hebridean history. Okay, apparently he took multiple copies of the same exact book. Maybe that was just a group of school children who were like, I don't want to study no more. Come on, boys. Go toss it down the cliffs. They all just gathered around, just flung their book down. Yeah. All of them opened up to the same exact So, guy broke his leg and he spent time writing poetic letters. I have broken my leg. It is very painful. That is why I write to you so much. Well, I suppose that the narrator was like, it would, I don't know. I sound just a little whiny, I guess. Ocean makes me. Oh, I hate you. You scared me. Let's head into the lit up cave. Shut up, wind. Hello, Pip, Pep, Pop, Penelope, Patricia. Hello there, strange candle that is still burning for who knows how long. Can I pick you up? Can I lick your flame and be enlightened within me? Hello, very pretty guy with stalactites and not as pretty ground with stalagmites and very giant hole which seems like I entering the only way I can go because it's oh my! Why did it start the slippy thing so fast? Why did it do that to me? Okay, so I finished the chapter The Buoy apparently. So far I say
this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. And hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
That looks like an eyeball. This is really pretty actually. The game is getting really, really pretty. I like it. That kind of looked like an eye at first, now it's not. Now the guy's like, oh, there's no return. Well, duh, you jumped down a hole. And what is... Who is leaving worship candles? Is this all just something where you're worshiping Cthulhu? Okay, and... Oh, look, more paint. I have fallen down into a hole. Spatter paint. Spatter. Okay. And now I will trudge on into the very cold, drippy water, which is too whatever I said, polluted for fish. Or maybe it's because we're deep down in the cave that there are no fish present. Let me up! Rocks are all glowy. This is where you make your paint? On these very glowy oh no, that is the paint. Oh, it's going green. Oh, plot twist, green paint. Oh, I'm crouching now. That or I just became really, really short. Yeah, look at that. I'm a midget. I'm a tiny man in a tiny cave. Walking at the same mushroom. What the? Four-sided mushrooms. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, you couldn't spring for the 3D mushrooms. Really couldn't. You had to try to make use of Did I stand back up? I think I just feel okay, now I did. I felt perpetually small. Oh look, another way to go. I will head this way. Dodging the stalagmites. Oh, I crouched. Hello? You know, some holes I fall into and I die. Other holes I fall into and I'm A-okay. Even though I plummeted like 30 feet into hard rock. So I'm going to assume that plummet advances the story, and this direction is going to be a big loop-de-loop where you just learn about the prettiness and he speaks a little more.
They'd stop the traffic back as far as the Sandford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
Okay. How did you get onto the ceiling? To paint this? How? Do you have a very... Oh, maybe you just got a stalagmite and you just ripped it off, you dipped it into your paint bucket, you just like, nah, I'm an artist. Newsflash, you're not. You're not an artist. You just draw brain cells and oddly colored maps. I am assuming those are maps. Oh, so I was right. This is just a loop-de-loop. Stop dripping on my face. Yeah. Dodge. Dodging. Dodging. Okay, so the way to go is up here. I was correct. Because, you know, when you fall into a giant cave that apparently you cannot return out of, the first thing you want to do is go deeper into it and then find a place where you will head even deeper. This part is so pretty. This is just super... I want a screenshot of this. Darn it, I can't take a screenshot while I'm broadcasting. Oh well. Whee! Oh no, no. I'm not gonna drown. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Ah, there we go. No, 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 no. I'm gonna stay above. Unless there's something above. Yeah, see, this water doesn't frighten me. It's just water. Just nice water. But the wide ocean filled with sharks and other strange-looking creatures, no. I don't go for that. I just want to lick these rocks and take all their sweet of my tongue. Stalagmites are getting awfully tiny and point. Please none of you rain down through my skull. Hello, more mushrooms. I'm not wearing the traffic cone as a hat, so I am terribly disappointed. Oh yeah, I was going to say this before, but I forgot to. No, let me through the very narrowness of whatever that place is. I was going to say this before. But I say the game, say it's worth about $5 so far. But now since things are getting prettier, I'd say yeah, it's worth $6. Let's see if it's worth its... I'm going to see if it's worth its $10-ness that I spent. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Did I walk up? I guess I did, apparently. I have no memory of walking up. Okay, let's not slip and fall right back down. That'd be highly unpleasant and unfortunate. Hello, candle. Thank you for lighting my way. Oh, paint spatters. Another set of paint spatters. What are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be bacteria? You look like what bacteria looks like when you look at it under a microscope. Oh, slightly transparent. Stop dripping. Did somebody just get a paint bucket, dip their hand in it, and was like, sparkly, sparkly paint? I really think there was just some really crazy guy throwing paint all over the walls. And then occasionally dipping a stalagmite into it and then, you know, drawing stuff slightly better. I move so high. Who's bad? Oh, look,
in
there's
my final dream, I sat
Shut
at
up.
peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder. The world gone to weed and redemption.
What about
He
your
showed
goats?
me his fever scars, and I mine. Between each shoulder, the nascency of flight.
Getting pretty, and this looks like I could head up. But there are so many directions to go. I'm gonna head this way. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, so linear. All these things, all these stalagmites over there, they're all lined up. Looks like the guy who was creating it, he was just like, okay, we need stalagmites. Click and drag. Click and drag. But he did a nice job either way. Even if you're clicking and dragging. Clicked and dragged artistically. My friend. So, this is probably the way to advance it. But I kind of don't want to walk into, you know, really deep caveness areas. And if it would be cool, there's probably something awesome down there. Ah, painting. I just don't know. I don't think it's the best thing to walk all that way. Okay, what is this? What are you? What in the... Are these supposed to be diamonds? You know what? I feel like I'm in a starlit heaven. And it is pretty. And that music complements it, so I like you.
I will hold the hand you offered to me, from the summit down to this well, into the dark waters where the small flowers creep for the sun.
I didn't know I was
Headlights
sinking.
are reflected in your retinas, moonlit in the shadow of the crematorium chimney.
I thought there was a Okay, hello. Strange candle. Oh no, how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Let me out. 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 Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Ah. I was not in the mood to not be able to get out of that puddle. That is not a puddle. I don't want to restart the game. What is this? Behold, Damascus taken. Okay. Okay, I see, I understand. Oh, yes, but of course, yes. Yeah, brain cells, nerve cells, yes, neural connection. I get you, I've got you. Straight. Huh? Yes, sir, I believe the frick is that? Away from being what does that say? And it able fungus what was that other thing said? Away from being a city. And it enable a fungus hemp. Yeah, that's what it is. And there's what are you? Yeah, are you? Yeah, that's what it said. Problem with it? I would hope not. Starting to hurt my eyes. Ah, what are you? I just wanna open my mouth and start eating. Only being able to get higher and higher due to the sheer strength of my jaws. Clamping and unclamping. Throw myself up to... Bet it tastes like chicken. Hello, more glowy roots. Nothing. Continue on my way here through the ever-deepening water. Oh, you will not make me swim under a cave. Oh, yes. Okay. Wazuko. But he had to use his fire hands to be able to breathe again. I'm heading through an oval door. I am special and stuff. Okay, so there's a draw. Oh no, there was another path on the other side. You deceived me. What? What house is? What? Where? Swim upwards. No. I don't want to be in an underwater city. Why is there a hospital bed here? Why? What? Why is there money on a hospital bed? No. I'm swimming up. I'm swimming up and out of here. That was it? Oh, that's what I do. I swim up and then... Okay. That works for me. What? Music! You stupid hole, I hate you. I still think this is a big reference to passing a kidney stone. Now, come on. Let's get out of here. Don't put me in flooded cities. If I saw a shark, I would have freaked out so much. I probably would have started screaming very loudly because one of my biggest fears, or at least biggest nightmares that I ever had is I looked up and there's like a shark swimming through the sky. Or being underwater and just seeing a shark and I'm trying to move and I'm moving so slowly. It's so freaky. What's this? Oh cool, I did it. Yeah, I got an achievement. Esther. Finished chapter the cave. Sweet. I believe I'm on the last chapter. I was going to break the stream up into multiple ones, but if I'm on the last chapter, I suppose it might all into one. Unless I just want to break it up. Oh, look, there's the moon you were referring to such a long time ago, even though it was midday. There are more strange candles that are there for no... Wait a minute, if you have to go through so much water, how did you light those candles? I guess you could have started here. Oh, listen to that rockin' piano, mate.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the prince in the hut by the jetty?
You
Who
don't
formed the museum
know?
under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
You don't know. That's what I'm getting at. You are a nut. Why is there a drawing of a computer chip on the wall? You don't know who painted this. You don't know who died when. When you just told me about everything, you wish a certain dude, which now I'm not even sure existed, was alive so you could ask him questions to change your massive amounts of uncertainty. No, I am not jumping into the water. That's right, piano music. You get loud and proud. Drown out my ranting. I want to go into the darkness, where there's no hope and only blackness, and candle. I want to go up where the candles are, so we'll go that way. Probably have to go. I don't know where you got your music from, but it's pretty darn good. Let up! No, you're not allowed to bar my path. I see you, candle. Oh, I was supposed to walk up from that way. Woo! Green. Orange or orange. I say orange, or at least my family said orange for such a long time, but I hear. Oh, I get it. This paint bucket's empty, and the paintbrush is here. So this is what you use when you were busy climbing along the walls like Spider-Man and painting stuff. And apparently you very much had to leave a bunch of candles around it just to make everybody know, I left my paintbrush here. No, I bet Pina is the one who did all this, yeah. Pina just came inside and started painting everything. Why? Why? Are there candles? Ooh, actually, this is kind of cool. I'm not gonna play it. I like this. I'm gonna follow the candlelight to my destiny or doom, whichever one takes me first. What the hell? Okay. What are you, mourning your dead car?
Fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options.
Who
More
are you?
symmetry. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruins.
No!
Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting
Shut
a
up!
line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion.
Shut up.
Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceilings.
I'm desecrating your car memorial. Your Mercedes will never run again. Why are you up there watching me? Why are you talking about getting surgery? There's a dude watching me from the cliffside beside a candle. And you're talking about your uncle and stuff? I don't know. I'm gonna stay here where everything's nicely lit. You can just keep watching me. I'm just gonna... No, I feel like if I look down and I look back up, eventually you're just gonna be gone. I'm gonna turn around and you're just gonna be standing back there. Would you like to buy? And I'm gonna be like, no! Baby! And he says, excuse me, I has not done anything. Yeah, you totally went and painted everything. Okay, I could... Is that a car door? Is this all about kidney stones and car doors? Stop watching me, I'm hiding out in your cave. Oh no, that's not a car door, that's a cat. Nope, there's more surgery stuff, and that's probably a super medical thing. Okay. Somebody's leaving surgery tools. Hospital equipment by candles. That's not... What do you want there? What do you want? Want money? Come down here. I'll give you a fistful of cash, but you have to take the fist to your teeth before I put the cash in your mouth. Oh, candle. You know what? I'm brave. You know why? Strange person who's now leaning over to watch me. I'm brave because I have my candles. And my pebble friends who are all supposedly kidney stones. I'm never gonna let that go. Yeah, Pina, you totally didn't have anything to do with that. You totally didn't do that. I hear you whispering chemicals in the... I live in your closet. And I'll listen to everything. So are you still watching me? Yeah, still there. So is there anything remotely disturbing by this large bunch of candles? Tires. And a car door. Who is so sad? What is that? Okay, that's wind. Who is so sad about their car that they're like burying it in places? And they're not even burying it as a whole. Okay, so apparently, what is that? What is that? That looks like somebody's
All
etchings.
by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
I'm more focused on the words. By the place I want to get my cell phone battery charged and the creepy man who's still watching me. Car memorial. What is it with that? Oh, yay. Big words. I don't want to read this. What are you saying to me? Around him. Shone. So a light from heaven shone around him. Oh, that's so magical. I'm so happy to hear that. The light from heaven, a candle falling from the sky that later landed in his eye. Out. That seems... I'm gonna take the long way around where hopefully the creep... You still watching? I don't see him. Oh, blind spot! Thought there was a face on that rock and I was gonna...
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
You have ugly handwriting. Not only that, your boats... I don't want to be rude, but your paper boats, they just seem very much anchored. They don't even bob. They don't bob with the waves. Oh, look at Lifesaver. Light down there, and there's that upper path, and that other path probably leads to the side. And I just kind of want to go into this apparently all on a sudden a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. On a sudden. Okay, does the person made this game know it's all of a sudden? On a sudden. Apparently not. And I could walk into... probably die. Again. Better not drop immediately. Yeah, oh. Don't care. Not going to it. Genius says, I was going to go to bed early, but here I am watching you stream. Well, you should have gone to bed. You don't have to watch me in my metaphorical kidney stone island. Skipping about the candle and strange, crudely painted walls. Go to sleep. Plus, you're the one who said you were going to come. Okay? Okay, it was your decision. Don't blame me for that. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to... eyelids. Okay, so I believe I'm almost done with the game. So far, I'd say it's worth about $7. I'm still a little upset that I had to fork over those extra 3. Just a wee bit upset.
A sound of torn metal, teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal. As I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
Genius said, no! You were busy during the day, so I wanted to spend some time with you. Ah. Now I'm happy. I don't care about creepy men staring off at me from cliff sides. I'm happy. You want to come down and give me a hug? I'll give you the biggest, wickest hug you've ever had. I'm coming for you. You want to hug my friend? I'm going to hug you so tight your eyes are going to explode out at 90 miles an hour. Come on, Jay. I bet your name is George. You look like a George. I'm going to squeak. What's with the music? Oh, it's getting slightly
I've
ominous.
begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Okay, George. You stand here watching me for 20 minutes. And right as I come, you take to the moorshills. Why is that grass floating? Okay. George, you have no manners. And as he was proceeding on his journey, yeah, at least I'm sort of getting used to, well, actually, no, I was going to say I'm getting used to the walk speed. Now it feels, maybe George left little bits of glue on the floor and a candle, not setting that poorly placed piece of grass aflame. Pena says, you sound drunk. I bet that's what you're like when drunk, all cuddly and affectionate and stuff. When I'm drunk, I'm like, hey, Mike, give me a hug, I'll take a hug. Yeah, that's me when I'm drunk. I've never been drunk. And was come and I've walked 5,000 steps. An achievement for it. I have no idea what that says. Why is there a chorus wailing? Yeah, when I'm drunk, I just want to hug the world. Nor drink. Oh, look, it's a sign. I am drunk, and there.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Cell phone tower. I'm going to zap you of your electricity and spend all my time checking my kick notifications and never sending a single message, so I'll be trapped in this island for. Oh, look, another home. Let me walk into it. This one
Returning
looks
to my
slightly
car
lit up.
hands still shaking.
Your
My
car!
head split open by the impact.
What?
Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford. Goodbye Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must carve out the bad flesh and sling it from the aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
Up your back. Okay, so you said something about flinging your flesh. I'ma fling some flesh! Woo!
Come back.
Shut up, that's creepy. Oh. And it came to pass that as I made my journey. Okay, so is there anything inside here other than the one candle on the floor? I knew there was only one. I knew it. That's a nice move. I like the music. Oh, look, a fence. It says "Don't Gare." Unauthorized personnel, keep out. No. I'm very much authorized. Let me on the stairs. Well, I can't. No! No, 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 no. Yeah, that's right. You let me in. You let me in. You let me in. Yeah, everything kinda. ending this. I don't know, it seems like the game's coming to an end. That's logical sense explained. I'm gonna name that rock Billy! The reason why I did that is even unknown to me. These steps are you know how terrifying it would be to walk up this? You cannot get me halfway up this cliff, let alone to the top. Okay, I'm scared of heights as well. The ocean and heights, I can handle them both, but they're highly unpleasant. So, especially when the wind is blowing really hard and I now wear a hat wherever I go, so...
perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking, old bread and gull bones, old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink, old Esther walking with our children, old Paul as ever, old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
Is Esther the name of your car? No, you're saying about her not having children. Car's gonna have babies. I still think this is all about cars and kidney stones. This game, the producers of this game better make another game called Cars and Kidney Stones. And it better be good. I will play it forever if it's good. I don't know why I did that. I'm almost at you, cell phone tower. Gonna charge up my batteries. I do recall this man saying this place was windless. What does this look like to you? Very windy to me.
We will leave twin vapor trails in the air, white lines etched into these rocks.
How's it? You usually blab for a lot longer. Oh, it's a clip
Dear
time.
Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Do not jump, you idiot. Don't you dare. Okay, so this tower is a little platform. Don't you dare! Freaking dare! Too late! I spent this whole time climbing up a mountain to jump off it. Oh, and I fall so slowly. This is no. I'm gonna land straight onto the Pip. Catch me, Pip. Pip, you better be downy soft. What the flying? Pip. Thank you. I didn't know you were telekinetic. Oh, he's taking me back. Don't touch the ground. I like flying. I'm very much enjoying this flying. I'm not moving anything, by the way. My controller is just in one hand as I'm scratching my eye and my nose. Yeah, who is that creepy man still? No, don't land. Keep it going. Keep the flying. Keep the flying. And I forgot to charge my cell phone. Ah, nuts. I'd say this was worth $9, but I'll give you the last one as a tip. What? I'm a bird? Wait, if I'm a bird, how did my shadow go that? Wait. You mean this whole time I was a tiny bird walking? Unless no, okay. I'm taking that too literally, that shadow thing. Okay, I'm not a teeny bird. I was not a seagull meandering through a giant island. Only by car memorials and kidney stones, okay? Okay, I'm taking it's all I'm yeah, I was a bird this entire time. I better have not been a bird. Is that it? For the Chinese room, designed Ryan Dan Pinchbeck, design music, Jessica Curry. Jessica Curry, you did a good job. Dan, you did a nice job writing. But considering you have no music at the closing credits, how could you make that mistake? You put your best music, or not your best music, you put your nice winding down music at the end credits. Why would you not do that? Okay, the Chinese room. Let me tell you, you team of, off the top of my head, looks like 14 people. Okay, you people? You look like you've got the stuff to make really cool games. Okay? So keep going. Keep going. I rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10, because I'm supposed to do that when I finish games, but I haven't done that in years because I haven't finished any of my games. Okay, so this is the first game I've completed in a really long time. So, keep going, and a scale of 1 to 10, I rate this game, I want to say a 9, actually. Because I feel like for its type of game, it was really good. I'm not going to say compared to other games, like if you were going for more artistic or more puzzle-driven games or anything, because there were no puzzles or anything. This was just walking, and this is its own style game, of which I have never seen before. So for this style game, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I really liked it, and even though I was jokingly saying I would only pay $9 for it, I'm quite fine with having paid $10 for it, even though this game took me 86 minutes to complete. Thank you for being awesome, the Chinese room. I would like to hug all of you since I was unable to hug George, and I would also very much enjoy it if you would make more games that was like this, but with more something. I don't know. I feel like the game, the reason why it wasn't 10 is because I feel like it was lacking. It was just a little element that I just couldn't find. But, you know, I'm no game expert, designer, man creationist thingy person, but that's it. I'm just like that. So, anyway, now addressing my lovely people watching this. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. This has been Dear Esther. I like this game a lot. This was pretty cool. I'm probably never going to play it again, but that's just because it's kind of a one-time thing. It's $10. I would say, for me personally, I would say that's a fine price. For it to only be about an hour long, I would say maybe if maybe you guys would want it less priced or so, but you know, they gotta make a profit and stuff. I enjoyed it. So I'll see all y'all later, all you watching on Twitch. This will be on my YouTube channel, Hive King. And yeah, next I have Typo Man to play, which that looked like a really, really cool game. I'm excited to play that. I will not be playing it tonight or today or, you know, whatever time period or zone you're in, because I've been talking for over. So I will see you all at some other point in your existences. Bye-bye.